amazing. Got adopted by two of the most amazing ladies in the world and saved my ass. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead under a bridge somewhere. Who knows where I'd be, but yeah, it had its moments, you know, going to school, getting picked on for sure here and there, but it was amazing, man. I had to spend twice as much money. Had to get 2 cards. Then when you get 2 cards, I had to think of 2 different things to say. So they're not the same, but they relate the same. Had to switch it up. I had it when I was younger. When I was born, I couldn't barely see out of either one of my eyes. One eye I could see like super close. The other one like far away fine. Probably because I was born with a bunch of drugs in my system, I think. Because my birth mom was all messed up on shit. So I had a few, you know, things because of that. And I had to get laser eye surgery to fix the eye on the left, and then it was weird. They like worked total opposite, so I just had to get that fixed. Chevy, yeah, she did a Chevy commercial. I think I was 19. After all of it, I made it right around like $50,000, I think. I spent that in 8 months. Don't really have much to show for it. Oh, I bought a truck off my parents. But yeah, spent it in 8 months on too many good times, I guess. A lot of alcohol, drugs here and there. Not the bad ones, but the ones that enhance your mind. No, I was young, you know, you can't give a kid that young that much money and expect anything good to come from it, so I had a great time. The Urethra Franklin. Oh, that's all about a Texas trip. That sucked, man. It's it was like a little bit more than a 2-week tour. It's called Don't Mess with Dirty South. Started in Arizona, Texas, then they're going to Louisiana and all in that area. First spot of the first day of the tour. Trying to skate some handrail. Super short roll up to it a few times. Got on a board slide, I was trying no slide. Got on the no slide a few times through the kink. One time, I didn't have my footing right. Got into a board slide instead of a no slide. Slipped out and hit my tailbone so hard on the kink that it tore my urethra where it meets my bladder. So I was pissing out blood. I was like, all right, Charlie, I gotta go to the hospital. This isn't good. So I get to the hospital. They find out I was bleeding internally. Have to go into emergency surgery. Give me a catheter. I have 2 weeks left of the trip. So I stayed on the trip for about another week. Kind of just try to man up and just deal with it until I got sent home. But while on the phone, I was talking to my friend Dan, and everybody could hear the conversation. I don't know if I was on speakerphone or what, but oh yeah, now you're Urethra Franklin, because my last name's Franklin. Ever since then, it fucking stuck, and I still to this day, it happened 4 years ago, to this day, I still get called it all the time. Oh, what's up, Urethra Franklin? I'm like, rad, dude. I get hurt, I have to leave a trip early, and the only thing I got from it was a nickname, Urethra Franklin. Rad, love this game. Yeah, right when it happened, I was on the ground, bleeding down there, and the lady cop rolled up. I was like, oh, you guys can't be here. I'm like, yeah, I know. I gotta go to the hospital. I'm not trying to skate anymore. And I was just in so much pain. I was just trying to make a joke out of it. And the lady cop was sitting there, so yeah, I just started hitting on the lady. She was hot, dude. She was a hot cop. So I was just hitting on the lady cop, trying to spit some game while I'm bleeding out of my lower area. And yeah, I didn't really think it would have worked as well. But hey, I had to do what I had to do to kind of block out the pain, because that shit sucked. It was 3 years ago. I was on my Harley making a left-hand turn at a light. A lady blasted through at 55 miles per hour, T-bone right into me. When she hit me, I flew 65 feet before I hit the ground. Then when I hit the ground, I broke my neck, small fracture of my skull, which I had brain bleeding, brain swelling, broke my shoulder, exploded my leg completely. It was deemed a loss. Once they realized I was gonna live through the night, the next day they said they're gonna amputate my leg. Parents said you can't do that. That's everything to him. If you take his leg, I don't know what he's gonna do. So one of the doctors came in and saw that I skated, and he just saw how much love I had in the hospital, and he just really wanted to do something. He said, you know what, I'm gonna try my best to save your leg. So they did a procedure that's about 20 years ago, I think was when they the last time they did it. And they casted my legs together, and they grew one muscle from my left foot into my right foot. Then once they took to it, they cut it in half and sewed it back. So what that did was they're able to get the circulation back up, and they took an artery from the left foot back into my right foot. Once they were able to get the circulation and everything, they put 14 screws, 3 plates on a rod, and were able to rebuild my whole leg. And there's a 10% chance that I ever work and stay healthy. And yeah, it's still there. It stayed healthy and everything's good to go. I lucked out, but it was tough. In the hospital, I was there for a little bit over a month, and I was really down, really bummed out, depressed. I only remember little bits and pieces of it, but the most inspirational thing that happened when I was in the hospital that really got me wanting to get back on my board. My favorite skater of all time, John Cardiel, he's the man, dude. He's the best. On on and off his board. He called me when I was in the hospital. I remember it like it was yesterday. My mom hands me the phone and says, yo, you got a phone call. It's someone named John. All right, so I answer the phone. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, Mike? It's John Cardiel. And I almost dropped the phone. I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, man, I heard what happened. Like, Mickey told me what happened. Like just rapping out there. I was like blown away. I was like, no way, dude. Like, you're like the biggest inspiration to me ever. Like, you were never supposed to walk again, and you're charging. You're walking, you're biking, you're like, you're the man. So I rapped out to him and said, dude, stay up, keep positive. Like, they're gonna tell you like this and that, but just, it's all you, man. Like, stay positive, get through this. After that, I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, we're doing this. Like, I was so amped and so juiced. I was every day, like, I would do nothing but do my exercises, stretch, physical therapy, do everything I possibly could to get back, like, on my board. And they told me you were never, ever gonna skateboard again. Like, we saved your leg, but you'll never be able to skateboard again. You'll never be able to walk without a limp. It's gonna hurt every day of your life. Yeah, it hurts every day of my life. I have a little bit of a limp, but not bad. But I skate every day. Like, I'm doing what I love, and skateboarding to me is like, it's not the skateboard, it's not the tricks, it's none of that. It's like what I get out of it. Like, skateboarding saved my life. Like, kept me away from a lot of shit that like I've watched my friends and fall into, and I just love skating so much that was like what motivated me to get through the injury. And I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for skateboarding. Like, I probably wouldn't be nearly as motivated. And yeah, like, I don't know. It was a crazy accident, but I would never take it back because I learned so much and gained so much knowledge just from this like crazy thing that happened. At the time of the accident, I didn't have insurance, which I think my insurance expired like maybe a month or two before that. I didn't have insurance. They kept trying to move me to county hospital. My parents were like fighting, like, you can't move him to county. Like, he won't do good at all. He'll definitely lose his leg if you move him to county. So they kept me in the hospital for, over the month-long period. The bills kept racking up, and without insurance, at the end of the whole entire thing, I owed the hospital $1.2 million. Pretty low penny. And yes, obviously I can't pay that. Even if I had the money, I'd rather just spend it on beer or something. I'm not gonna just pay the hospital back like 1.2 million. So long story short, I had to claim bankruptcy. Still going through that to this day. It's over 3 years ago. I'm still dealing with the whole bankruptcy thing and trying to get bill collectors to stop calling me, but I don't even care, man. Like, I'd be in debt for the rest of my life. Like, I still got my leg. I'm able to still skateboard. I don't care if I can even do tricks. I'm on my board rolling around. Nothing else matters. I'm having a great time.
That's just them making fun of me. They're saying I had to man up and stop being a bitch. And they call it vagina go instead of vertigo. I can't.